Oh god. This is gonna be a trial. Christ, these are heavy. But certainly not least, my baby. Hey y'all, it's Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today. And for this video, we're gonna be talking through my entire physical TBR. Alright, so before we get into anything bookish, make sure to hit like and subscribe down below, as well as tell me in the comments, what book do you think I need to be prioritizing? That's actually a major point of me doing this video, is I want to see what books do you guys think I need to be prioritizing. I might utilize this as a video idea moving forward, but along with that, I have also found doing these physical TBR breakdowns is actually just kind of, I don't know, helped motivate me to really focus on this shelf. So I'm going to be here doing one again for 2026. As per usual, whenever I film one of these, I'm not going to be giving synopsises of these books because that would take forever. So starting at the top with books that are on my TBR for January, we have Men, Women, and Chainsaws by Carol J. Clover, Love at First Spite by Anna E. Collins, and The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. Now, I guess let's just start over here with horror. We have The Possession of Alba Diaz by Isabel Cañas, Hungerstone by Kat Dunn, What the Woods Took by Courtney Gold, So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison, An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson, The Staircase in the Woods by Chuck Wendig, You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White, The Reformatory by Tananarive Due, Killer on the Road by Stephen Graham Jones, Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison, We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix, Dracula by Bram Stoker, My Darling Dreadful Thing and Blood on Her Tongue by Joanna Van Veen, Compound Fracture and The Spirit Bears Its Teeth, both by Andrew Joseph White, The Wendigo's Prey by Eric Williams, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and The Green Mile Part 4 by Stephen King. Next up is romance. So we have Good Duke Gone Wild and Any Rogue Will Do, both by Bethany Bennett, How to Catch a Queen by Alyssa Cole, and Hate to Want You by Alicia Rye. Oh god. This is going to be a trial. Happy Medium by Sarah Adler, Triple Sec by TJ Alexander, The Friendship Study by Ruby Barrett, Reckless Memories by Catherine Cowles, One Season with the Duke by Addie Duloc, The Ride of Her Life by Jennifer Dugan, Love and Bloom by Lucy Eden, The Love Remedy by Elizabeth Everett, The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest, The Worst Duke in London by Emily Howard, Double Apex by Josie Juniper, Say You'll Be Mine by Nina Kumar, Yin Yang Love Song by Lauren Kung Jessen, Yours Unexpectedly by Rachel Lewis, Love at First Sighting by Mallory Marlowe, Let the Games Begin by Rufaro Faith Mazzarara, The Entanglement of Rival Wizards by Sarah Rosh, The Boyfriend Project by Farrah Rashan, Second Chance Christmas by Tracy Solheim, The Art of Catching Feelings by Alicia Thompson, The Trouble with Love by Jamie Wesley, How to Fail at Flirting by Denise Williams, and Men on Fire by Susan Lyons, Rochelle Chase, and Jody Lynn Copeland, First Time Caller by BK Borson, Forests for the Trees by Kilby Blades, Go Find Less by Thea Claire, The Truth According to Ember by Danica Nava, and Ruined by the Bachelor Marquess by Cecilia Renee. Okay, so now on to fantasy. The Wrath on the Dawn by Renee Addier, The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, The Price of Redemption by Sean Carpenter, Princess of Souls by Alexandra Christo, The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames, Betwixt by Dorinda Jones, The Last Dragon of the East by Katrina Kwan, The Wild Huntress by Emily Lloyd Jones, The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch, A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, Wrath Becomes Her by Aidan Palidoros, The Sunbearer Trials by Aidan Thomas, The Two Towers, The Return of the King, The Hobbit, Unfinished Tales of Numenor and Middle-earth, and finally The Silmarillion, all by J.R.R. Tolkien, The Spirit Engineer by A.J. West, The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah, Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles, The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty, Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli, The Book Eaters by Sonia Dean, Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong, A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher, Down Comes the Night by Allison Saft, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, The Night Ends with Fire by K.X. Song, Username Evie by Joe Sugg, The Unmaking of June Farrow, and Spells for Forgetting, both by Adrienne Young. And then the tiniest amount of sci-fi. By Kieran Gillen, we have Volume 1 and 2 of Star Wars Darth Vader, Vader, and Shadows and Secrets. And then Star Wars Volume 1, Skywalker Strike by, who was this by? Jason Aaron. And then Fable for the End of the World by Ava Reed. Okay, and then by Jeff Johns, we have Justice League Volume 1, Origin, Volume 2, The Villain's Journey, Volume 3, Throne of Atlantis, and Volume 4, The Grid. And then Justice League Beyond Constriction by Dustin Nguyen, and Justice League Beyond Power Struggle by Christos Gage. Then we have Blackest Night, Tales of the Core by Peter J. Tomasi, and then Blackest Night by Jeff Johns. By Peter Milligan, we have Volume 1 of Red Lanterns, Blood and Rage, Volume 2, Death of the Red Lanterns, Volume 4, Blood Brothers, Volume 5, Atrocities, and Volume 6, Forged in Blood. By Colin Bunn, Magneto Volume 1, Infamous Infamous, Volume 2, Reversals, Volume 3, Shadow Games, and Volume 4, Last Days. And then lastly for this one, Rocket Raccoon, Volume 1, Chasing Tail by Scotty Young. Alrighty, then onto my nonfiction shelf. We've got Close to Shore by Michael Capuzzo, Haunted Inside Passage by Bjorn Dial, I think, Invention of by Judith Flanders, She by Skip Hollandsworth, Disfigured by Amanda Leduc, Forgotten from Alaska's Capital by Betsy Longenbraugh, Cultish by Amanda Montel, The Spy Who Loved by Claire Mully, The League of Lady Poisoners, illustrated and written by Lisa Perrin, 22 by Paul Polongo, followed by Anatomy of a Cover-Up by Paul Polongo, and then Holidays on Ice by David Sedaris. Okay, and lastly is my Batman-specific comic shelf. Christ, these are heavy. So, by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, we have Batman Volume 1, The Court of Owls, Volume 2, City of Owls, Volume 3, In the Family, Volume 4, 0 Year, Secret City, Volume 5, Gothopia, Volume 6, Graveyard Shift, it's a workout, Volume 7, Endgame, Volume 8, Super Heavy, Volume 9, Bloom, and then Volume 10, Epilogue. Then we have got Batman the Dark Knight, first up by David Finch and Paul Jenkins, Volume 1, Night Terrors, then by Greg Hertz and David Finch, Volume 2, Cycle of Violence, and Volume 3 by Greg Hurwitz, Ethan Van Sciver, and Simon Kudranski? I'm so sorry. Volume 3, Mad. Then we have Road to No Man's Land, Volume 1 by a lot of people apparently. And then we have Batman the Man Who Laughs by Ed Brubaker, Batman the Black Mirror by Scott Snyder, Batman and Son by Grant Morrison, Batman Beyond 10,000 Clowns by Adam Beechin, all by Adam Beechin, Batman Beyond Hush Beyond, Batman Beyond Industrial Revolution, and Batman Beyond 10,000 Clowns, all by Peter Tomasi, Batman and Robin Volume 1, Born to, Volume 2, Peril, Volume 3, Death of the Family, Volume 5, The Big Burn, and Volume 6, The Hunt for Robin. All by Kyle Higgins, we have Nightwing, Volume 1, Traps and Trapeze, Volume 2, Night of the Owls, Volume 3, Death of the Family, Volume 4, Second City, and Volume 5, Setting Sun. And last, oh, but certainly not least, my baby, Red Hood and the Outlaws by Scott Lobdell. We've got Volume 1, Redemption, Volume 2, The Starfire, Volume 3, Of the Family, Volume 4, The League of Assassins, Volume 5, The Big Picture, Volume 6, Lost and Found, and Volume 7, Last Call. Okay, I feel like I've been talking for a really long time. What can I say? Those comics, that's definitely gonna add up. I really want to try and reprioritize comics this year. I feel like manga was the focus last year. This year it's gonna be comic. I feel like my short form stuff is literally just gonna alternate year to year, apparently. Like I said, please tell me in the comments down below, what books do you want me to be prioritizing? I may be considering making a video based on the ones that get the most votes. But on that note, that's officially it for today, y'all. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, let's leave a calendar emoji in the comments. I have links to all of my socials, as well as a few ways you can support me down in the description. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day. Love you, bye!